Kitchen. Yeah, Joe.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Joelicious Kitchen. Today we are on the road. Today we're traveling and we're staying in a nice, beautiful apartment in Minsk, and we are making something quick and easy, but Joelicious. So today we're making drunken chicken carbonara pasta. Of course, why not we're gonna make something Italian American, should I say. So to make a drunken chicken carbonara pasta, we will need some chicken, about a pound, pepper and salt, some sliced ham or Canadian bacon, anything that you have. Smoked ham would be perfect. Some frozen peas, green peas, eggs, pasta, and garlic. And of course some sweet paprika. So to make it quick, I started boiling water early. We will also need some olive oil as well. So I started boiling water earlier, and while it's boiling, I'm gonna throw the pasta in. I'm not gonna make a lot because I'm all by myself here right now, and I'm gonna just enjoy it myself. So it's freaking easy. I'm gonna throw half the bag of the pasta. Oh, we need to salt the water, right? There you go. It's bubbling, bubbling, bubbling like crazy. We're gonna make pasta al dente. Half the bag is fine. We'll save this for later. Now, while the pasta is cooking, we're gonna dice some chicken. It's a quick recipe, but when you're traveling, you don't have time to cook something fancy. This is something in between. And if you're sick and tired of eating out, another opportunity. You have your hands on the kitchen, do it. All right, so we dice it like this. And of course, because it's Joelicious Kitchen, and of course, it's drunken chicken carbonara, we will need some beer. Well, we have plenty of that. The fridge is filled with some good local beer. I'm gonna make a choice and put it together. So, we dice the chicken, about half-inch cubes or so. I'm gonna have plenty of leftovers too. Now it's time to do the garlic. Unfortunately, I don't have the gloves with me right now, so I'm just gonna have to suffer and dice the garlic the way it is. So we're gonna need another cutting board. So now we're gonna chop the garlic. I'm gonna take several cloves, like 5 or 6. That should do it. I'm not even gonna use the cheater today. I am gonna have to stir the pasta. Hot. Good. The trick is, I normally cook a lot of pasta, and I have less chicken than pasta. Well, today we're doing vice versa. That will make it even better. So, the beer of the choice today is going to be this. This is white beer, local, really good. Okay, garlic, 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 garlic. Garlic, garlic. Very messy, but so good, oh so good for you. So this should be enough. Let's go. Nice and clean. Alright, let's see. We got 6 cloves right now. Let's make it 7 and stop right there. We got 7 cloves, that should be enough. Now we're gonna dice it as fine as we can. It's tough operating with what you have. I would love to have my garlic dicer right now, but well, since there isn't one, I'm doing it the good old way. And finally, we're gonna slice some bacon or smoked ham, whatever you guys have. I have something in between. It's nice and flavorful, nice and juicy, should I say. And we're just gonna go cuts like this. Now all that fat is gonna go right into the dish. All right, that is done. So we have a combination of garlic and bacon. It's all going right to the stove right now. All right, folks, we're gonna proceed to the stove, and now the frying pan is heating up. Pasta is ready. It's just sitting there waiting till it's time. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this nicely chopped garlic. We're gonna drizzle the pan with olive oil. Next, folks, I completely forgot. We are gonna need some Parmesan cheese because it's carbonara. How can we do without beer and Parmesan cheese? So Parmesan cheese is the staple for this recipe, so don't forget it like I did. Now, we're gonna take the garlic and we're gonna toss it into the frying pan and wait till it starts sizzling. We're using the electric stove here, so it's gonna be a little bit tricky. I'm not used to working with the electric stove, but hey, we're on the run, we're on the road, so we're gonna have to use what we have. So we hear it sizzling, so that's a good sign. Now we're just gonna add the bacon. We're gonna add some to the floor. Some pets at home need to eat it too, and I'm not talking dogs. And we're gonna start stirring it. So we want to caramelize it a little bit and make sure garlic is transparent and fully cooked. So let's do that. Let's see what we have here for spoons. We'll use this nice flipper. How's that? All right, so here we go. It's cooking, it's sizzling. That's all that matters. All right, the bacon is done. So is garlic. We still have bigger chunks, but they will dissolve in the sauce later. So we're gonna take, ooh, keep shooting at me. So we're gonna take all this stuff and toss it. Stop doing that. We're gonna toss it right into this beautiful bowl right here. It's still sizzling. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, next, we're gonna keep all this grease in in the pan. I'm going to carefully put it on the stove. Make sure there's no oil there. Where's mine? There it is. Back on the stove. Now it's time to put the chicken in. Perfect chicken breast, diced into half-inch chunks, going right into the juice from the garlic and from the bacon. And this time, as I said, we went double on the portion of the chicken and half on the portion of pasta. It tastes better that way. So, alright, with this electric stove, I have to really adjust to it, but we're gonna bring it up, bring the volume up to 5, setting up to 5, maybe 6 at some point, until it starts sizzling and cooks through. While it's doing that, I'm getting ready for this guy. Okay guys, so chicken is almost done. So now is the time for this. Where's my bottle opener? There you go. Church key, right here. We're gonna open it and we're gonna enjoy it. Super fine local beer. Not as good as Cavalier Brewing, but something to cook with. Let's see, this is white wheat beer. We're gonna do just a little bit, just for the taste, just for the flavor. Just like that. Let the chicken absorb it. Then we're gonna throw all this bacon and garlic back into the mixture. For right now, cheers and beers. Alright, so the chicken is almost done. And I forgot. Spices have to go in there right now. And you know what? I like these bags. They're actually resealable spices, except, yeah, that's the way to open them. So, I love that, because you can reuse the bag. You don't need to throw it away. So we're gonna put a little bit of pepper. Pepper goes first, then salt. Joelicious way. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Just like that. Salt. Iodized salt is underrated, folks. And paprika. You know what happened? This one doesn't have a ziplock. Now I'm pissed because I'm gonna be sitting on this paprika for my whole life. So, alright. Paprika goes on it. We can go a little extra. You can't mess it up with paprika. For the color and for the taste. Love it. So now I'm gonna stir it. Stir it real good. Oh, I'm using the wrong spoon. And next, there's a little bit of juice left on the bottom. We're gonna use it for the sauce. Looks good, smells good. Chicken is cooked. Now it's time for garlic and bacon. We're gonna toss it a little bit. And after that, we'll take some Parmesan cheese. We're gonna lower the heat to almost nothing. Because this is the trickiest part of the recipe. To make this sauce, carbonara sauce, we'll be using eggs. And if you would just throw the eggs into this mixture right now, we're gonna have an omelet. We don't want an omelet, we want the sauce. So, let's do this. I don't know about this Parmesan, it smells like Parmesan, it better be Parmesan. So, I'm gonna use this guy right here, I've grated. A little bit messy, but it's okay. So this cheese is gonna melt along with the eggs, and it's gonna give this dish the superb taste. Our pasta is already cold. I should have started boiling water later, but we're gonna throw it right in here, and it's gonna cook through, it's gonna heat up, and it's gonna be Joelicious. So let's go generous on the Parmesan. This one's drier. Weird. One more, and I think we're good. No, maybe two. So at this point, I'm going to shut the heat completely, because we're dealing with the electric stove. It's very sensitive. It's very weird for me. So I think we need one more chunk. We're good to go. No matter what, I believe it's going to be Joelicious. Oh, this one's soft, so we're good. Okay, I'm going to give it a quick stir. Let the cheese melt. All right. And now, the time for the eggs. Wish me luck. Real quick. You need to go real quick. Stir it fast. The heat is off. But with the electric stove, the heat is still there, so it's very tricky. In just a few minutes, we're gonna know if we're gonna have the omelet or carbonara chicken. Drunken carbonara chicken. Well, I don't know yet. Too soon to say. It smells Joelicious. Killer smell. All right, the moment of glory. We're still stirring it because we need the eggs to cook slightly. Slightly, not completely. And the main thing that I almost forgot. The peas. What's going to happen now? These frozen peas. Nope. Are going to be all over the kitchen. No, they're not. I'm going to open them with a knife. And we're going to throw them right in here. Not too much, just for the color and a little bit of the flavor. And we're going to continue stirring. At this point, I am going to turn the heat up to 1, just the minimum, and keep going, keep stirring it until the peas are not frozen anymore. Now, while this is happening, I'm gonna go ahead and mix in the pasta. Why not? We got carbonara chicken pasta. So we got a pancake like this that goes right over this. And we're gonna slowly mix it in. Now, if Gordon Ramsay saw this, he'd probably kill me right now. Folks, just remember, I'm on the road, I'm cooking right here in the tent, literally. Not really, literally, but this is what's happening right now. I'm cooking on fire, okay? On open fire. Electrical. Alright. Anyway. It's almost there. We're gonna heat it through, and we're gonna put it on the table. See you guys in a few. Alright, the exciting moment is here. We're gonna decide if it's an omelet or carbonara sauce. I have a bad feeling that it's gonna be carbonara sauce. So I'm just gonna give it a shot. Try it and tell you yay or nay. Give it a Joe rating on a 10-point scale. So pasta. We all love pasta. Pasta is pasta. Yeah, I could use a little bit more salt because I didn't go generous. Thinking about Joe. He doesn't like salt. I don't taste the beer at all, which is probably a good thing for carbonara sauce, but it gave the flavor, it gave the juice the... I'd give it, for the traveling cooking, I'd give it 6. Because I know Gordon Ramsay or Jamie Oliver would probably cook something a lot better. Well, of course. But this is good. It's edible. And it's Joelicious. Folks, stay tuned. We'll be back with more Joelicious recipes.
Kitchen. Yeah, Joe.